while I'm working. So, you know, I constantly, like, I was kind of just spaced out for the longest time, you know. I really, like, I guess, I don't know, it was difficult to even talk to, like, my cell group or some friends, because it's just like, I don't know if I need to tell anyone. But, anyway, it's, you know, in such an unfortunate event, you kind of sit there and like, oh, you know, at first, like, you know, this kind of sucks. And, you know, God kind of like works, like, you kind of form a wall against God, and he's slowly etching at it. Because I felt like I did. I was like, all right, well, he's not there, so I guess, you know, this is like abandonment. But, you know, as time went on, kind of opened my eyes, and I was grateful enough to even see some really great things happen. So, you know, I saw like a lot of great changes in my dad. He's just a totally different person. I can tell you, is like for, you know, I've known him for 20 years, and I always told him like he's never going to change, and so he said that, and you know, just like I just saw these changes, and I'm just like, okay, like, you know, like I knew this is a fruit of a seed I planted long ago when I said I really hope this happens one day, and here, behold, this seed was growing, and you know, so he started going to church somewhere in Piscataway, and he kind of like, oh, over there, you know, I went with him the first time. He was a little shy, but he was talking to one pastor there, and that's how they become really good friends. And he started going, and like the first thing I remember when we went there, this Peruvian family approached us. You know, like they just knew we were Peruvian. And you know, they were like, oh my goodness, like I just feel so attracted to you guys. Like you guys are, like you just, you know, you have a glow to you guys. And I was like, I don't know, I was tired too because I just played 2 services. Like in the 3rd service with my dad, I got 3, so it was tough. And then she's like, what was it? You guys coming? And then I'm like, oh, like, you know, I called my dad, and my dad was like, oh no, like my son brought me here. He inspired me. I was like, Dad. And like sometimes he go off, and like, you know, it's a lot of the times like, you know, he tells me like, oh, Caesar, you're the reason, you know, you inspired me to change. He tells me that every once in a while, and I'm just like, no, like, I don't know. I don't even know what to say, because, you know, the whole time, like, for the longest time, I was always praying to God something would happen, and then after so long, you know, it's just like it happened. So like, I don't know. I don't feel like I take the credit for anything, which is correct. I don't feel like I deserve it. It's me going to church, me learning to become like grow. I watched someone else grow, because like I was influencing someone indirectly by doing God's work, by just talking to God. Sometimes they would, and a lot of times it would influence how I reacted in the house. So, you know, just like little drops in the water in the Coke, like you see it dilutes slowly, but you know, at the time it looked so dark to me that I never thought it would have. But maybe now it's something much clearer. You know, and even now, like my dad, even like in his own growth, he teaches me how to grow. Because, you know, God works that way. You know, we grow in different ways, we inspire in different ways, we influence in different ways. And one thing my dad kept on telling me, because my dad had an easier time than I did, was he said, like, you gotta let go of the hate you have, because I thought I left it long ago. You know, when I come to church, I was like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna hate anymore, right? Because you know, but little did I know, it was something that manifested in the moments, those moments where you snapped so easily when you thought you're such a patient person. You know, you doubt calling yourself nice because you have those instances where you remember you being mean. And you know, that was me. I was like, why? I don't deserve to be called nice. I think I try to be nice. So then, you know, because I knew that part of me was still, it would show up eventually, sometimes. And I wouldn't believe that's me. I wouldn't characterize myself as that person in the moment where, you know. So he encouraged me, like, let it go. And it's tougher than, well, as everyone knows, letting go is a very tough process. But, you know, as long as you believe, like, you stay believing in God, like, you know, my dad was the first current, like, one of the first currents, like, pulling me towards, like, peace. Because like, around now, I feel way more peace. Because I was following that. I was like, all right, my dad knows the way, you know? Maybe God was waiting for my dad, waiting on my dad. My dad suddenly changed, and now my dad's leading me. You never know how things work. Only after I realize, like, oh, things lined up like this so magically. So this is no coincidence how things just line up for the better. You know? I can't really, I don't know. I don't know how like things line up like that, nor can anyone. It's just a moment where you just step back and you're like, wow. Step back from everything and realize that some of the things a lot of the things weren't even in your hands, yet they all benefited you. Somehow. So, let's see, I had one more verse about letting go. It was Ephesians 4:31. To 31.